And welcome everybody once again to Bottom Card Booking right here on undefinedradio.com. Hope everybody's doing well. So we're back here in the studio with having a two count. Oh, my beautiful doll right there. I love that dress.
What are we doing?
Yeah, it's a beautiful dress, baby. I love that. It's nice. My daughter's got a new dress on. Her boyfriend bought her back from the Rio Grande. Not that I know that's where they were.
The Rio Grande.
I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah, could be. You never know. Hope everybody's doing well. We are doing well. Survived the weekend.
Yeah. It was a long weekend.
It was a long
weekend.
Good
grief.
But it was well worth it.
It was. It was a lot of fun.
It was big time.
It
was big time.
Yeah. And seems like possibly next year it's already set up to go again.
If not before that.
If not before that. So, hey, breaking news.
We've had good talks with them.
They seem to like the interactions that I saw with the woman that was over it up at Lewisburg High School. Crossroads Wrestling was at Lewisburg High School for Patriot Fest this past Saturday. If you weren't there, you suck. Yes. You should have been.
Big time.
But you missed a great show. And the lady that was over it, man, she seemed like she was all into it. Like, she seemed like she's been a wrestling fan for a while, based off some of the conversations I heard her having with you and some other people. So she seemed to really enjoy it and was a fan of what we did Saturday. So
yeah, she's been around it a while, and that's what she used to do, the promotion. And we're about to, when I get back from Florida, we're going on a little mini vacation. Jen's daughter's getting married this week, so we're heading off to Florida, celebrate and party for a little while, take some time off this weekend. When we get back next week, we're going to be gearing up for new talks, getting Crossroads into a lot of different places, we hope. I mean, because I think we finally found our footing. We worked hard on getting this set up and making it professional, and I think we delivered that.
Man, if I'm telling you, compared to, I mean, that ring, what was the other company? What were we called? RCW?
RCW, yeah.
From RCW to even Coldwater, the last show that Crossroads did, to Saturday, that ring looks completely different.
It does, doesn't it?
Man, that canvas and the black and the red just made it pop so much.
It does, and then we've done a lot of work on it and trying to upgrade everything. The sound was so much better this time. You could hear everything. I mean,
there weren't as many holes in them.
Well, it's because we replaced the flooring. I mean, we spent Thursday night replacing the flooring on that ring, and we spent 3 hours doing that almost.
I think it was more than that.
I mean, it was a long time. I mean,
it was more than that.
But it all paid off because when you see it set up like that and set up in that gym, which look, Lewisburg has a nice school and their gym, everything, their setup's first class all the way around.
Yeah.
But it shows you what a beautiful event can be and how it can look. And if you're putting out a product, why would you not want? I would be embarrassed to go in there with a crappy looking ring and just a terrible setup and a terrible look. I mean, I would think you'd want to be top notch and everything. And I know it from a pride viewpoint, it just means a lot to be able to go in there and do that.
For sure.
And it was really cool to be able to see it and experience it. And then we had so many good matches, right? I enjoyed every one of them. I thought they were all good, especially with the crew that we had and the guys putting forth their best effort in there. And it was very well done. We had the return of Jumping Jeff Farmer after 24 years.
24.
And it was a very polarizing thing the moment we announced it, right? It's polarizing.
It just blew up.
It did because, once again, and people think they know Jeff because of that full force promo that was he's in the business 2 years, if not less, when he cuts that promo, right?
Yeah.
Still a green horse, still learning. You're doing TV. That's right. So, but that's what everybody, but people who know Jeff Farmer out there, that's what they know him from.
Yeah.
Is that stupid video.
Look, so the one that I watched, which I mean, it's the promo that we're talking about.
Yeah.
But the video that I brought up Saturday and showed Marvin and Princess, it had like over 1 million views.
Yeah. One of them had 3 million views. There's several different of them because a lot of people have uploaded them. There's a lot of different ones.
then like, holy crap.
So
Like, that's
it's been seen by a lot of people, and a lot of people know that because that's what they're saying, right?
Right.
And so I guess the thing is people will think, oh, it's a joke, or they're doing that. And look, when Jeff said he wanted to do it, because we didn't coerce him into doing it, all right? Let's just put that out there. We didn't go up to Jeff saying, you know what, it'd be cool. We want to use you to market this thing. It wasn't like that at all.
No.
I'm friends with Jeff. We've been friends for a few years now, just from the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff is a workout machine, right? I mean, 63 years old, and he looks like that.
Looks like that, yeah.
That's incredible.
And no, there are no roids involved at all.
No. So Jeff, here, you'll get that closer to you.
Okay.
But Jeff put it in the work. He would come out. He started coming out to the training ring with us when we were getting ready for the Hadley show last year.
Yeah.
Started and took a few bumps. And it actually feels pretty good. And it just one thing led to another. And I told him, I said, if you ever decide you want to do something, just play around, manage anything. I mean, if you just want to be a part of the show, whether it's helping out in any way, I said, you're always welcome to. I mean, just that's up to you. Whatever you want to do, you're always welcome to. And so this kind of led from that. And he decided he wanted to give it a shot and get in there. And the whole match evolved that way.
Mm-hmm.
And they put in the work. And you'll see when you watch the match, we're trying to get it posted now. We've got a new Crossroads Wrestling YouTube that's about to launch. We'll have the matches on there. And look, let me tell y'all now, people are like, why aren't the matches uploaded? I'm like, you can watch some of them on Facebook, but they're real grainy.
Yeah.
These are in 4K, so it takes a lot to upload them. It takes a while to upload them.
Yeah.
So we're getting the matches uploaded as we can. I'm trying to get them all uploaded before we get out here on vacation this week. So computer's constantly going trying to upload this thing. But you'll see, I mean, they put in a lot of work. It's a lot. And remember, Jeff has been out 24 years. And
a long time.
We're asking him in about a 5-week span from the day we announced it. You know, you got to get in ring shape to try to get some kind of ring shape, and that's tough because he's a physical specimen. But being in cardio ring shape is different.
It's different.
And but I couldn't have been more proud of what he did stepping in there like that, because that's a big ask. It is. It's hard. I was out of the ring for 4 years, other than just doing a spot show here or there, 2 or 3 times a year. That was it. I mean, so, and I know how tough it was on me to try to get in there and just do something when I first started coming back to do it regularly.
Yeah.
It was rough. So I can only imagine having to do this the way they did it. And it wasn't like they were just standing there and not doing anything.
No, they were moving. They were going.
I mean, they were moving. Some of that stuff was super impressive. And it's, so when you see it, I think there'll be 2 camps when it comes to watching this match. There'll be 2 sides. One who can't wait to rip on it.
Yep.
Who's going to rip on him because that's what they think is make them cool and look like they're,
yep.
you know, just badasses because of ripping on this guy.
And it wouldn't matter what happened or what it looked like. Regardless, they're just going into it waiting to rip it.
That's all they're waiting to do. Just waiting to go in there and tear it apart, tear Jeff apart, and tear all the guys that are involved in that match. I couldn't have been prouder of any of them for getting there and doing what they did and having the courage to get in there and do what they did, because they were warned what's coming with it and what baggage is coming with it.
Yeah.
And because they're going to get tired, because a lot of the people who don't know anything about this and never seen any of these guys are only going to see it because of Jumpin' Jeff Farmer and that promo from all those years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, there'll be a lot of talk. There'll probably be a lot of chatter. There'll be some, keyboard warriors, and there'll be some disgruntled people, and there'll be all of that tearing you down. You can't listen to it.
Nope.
You just got to go in there and be proud of what you put together. Because a lot of those other guys, the other 3 guys are young, hungry. They work their butts off. So, like, we have greenhorns, of course, and that takes on a big negative connotation, even though it really isn't. It only is in the way you use it.
Right.
Some guys are green because we all start out green.
Yeah.
We're all new to the business. You still learn the business. You keep training. You keep picking it up. Some guys are green because they suck. They just the drizzles, and I don't care how long they've been in the
What's
business.
the name of that company?
Exactly. We ain't got no DeWatts out there. There are no DeWatts in Crossroads. So they all worked hard. Like I said, I was proud of what they put out there and the effort they put in, because, again, that's a big ask to do. That is a big ask to do.
And, too, the other aspect of it, too, is the size of that ring.
Ring's 18-footer.
Because if it was a 16-footer, you're not having to move as much.
No.
But in that 20x20, that's a long way to go.
You have to cover a lot of ground.
Yes.
You have to cover a lot of ground in that wrestling ring. But it's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to deal with. And as a wrestler and as a competitor, that's what you sign up for.
Yep.
They signed up to do it. They were all willing to do it. And I'm proud of all of them for getting in there and doing it. I mean,
and it got a reaction.
It got a great reaction from the crowd. I was just impressed with what they managed to do on such a limited time, especially working as hard as they did to make sure this thing went off, as well as it did. And like I said, I was proud of them. I was proud of them. There's nothing else I can say that would do it justice other than that. I can't wait for y'all to really see it. But it was good. I mean, and the fact that here's the cool thing about it. Wrestlers are the worst human beings when it comes to ego issues. There is no sect of other people with more ego problems than professional wrestlers on this planet. None. Y'all talk about football players and baseball players and pro basketball players. Nope. Their egos are nothing. And they make millions of dollars compared to a professional wrestler's ego, especially on the indie scene and on those subpar levels of professional wrestling. If the big times, they're not even that bad. But when you get down here on the indies and all this area and regional stuff, egos are out of control.
Yeah.
They are. They're ridiculous. All these superhero wannabes think that they're the shit. Yep. They're everything, right? That theirs is, it's ridiculous how bad it is. So they all know better. They're all better, right, than you. Yep. I mean, everything those guys do is just gold. All right. All that BS. That's not true in any way, shape, or form. Because Grandma said I was her favorite wrestler and she ain't never seen nobody this good. That's why we have the DeWhatts of the world.
Grandma's
is
being
because
nice.
of that. Yeah. Because, first of all, Grandma's senile and she's blind. Of course she thinks you're good. What even you? She just saw a mass moving across her field of vision. That's it. So that's what we get. All right. That's what we get a lot of. And it's stupid. And it's garbage, but that's kind of what it is. So again, I was proud of what they did. It was awesome. It was
good, man. It turned out well. We were talking earlier about some things and like going back and watching stuff and being like, dang, wish I would have done this. Wish this would have went this way. But like you said, you have that thought after every match.
You always do, man. After you have your match, right, you're like, oh, I know what I should have done now.
And it's almost it's almost immediate too.
It is. It is. Because it's funny because in the moment you never think of it.
No.
And afterwards you're like, oh
yeah.
Oh, crap. Like walking out of the ring, you're like, I know what I should have done.
Yep. And now it's like you can't reverse it and go back and do it again because it's already been done. So you just got to move on to the next one.
That's right.
And then hope you remember to incorporate whatever you thought of in the next match.
I'll tell you what, we had a couple new people show up on the scene. Mass Destroyer number 7 was there.
That poor Ray Ray. Poor
Ray was there for Crossroads. I loved having Ray down.
What was the big marshmallow dude doing?
Stay Puffed. DeSoto County Ghostbusters, dude.
Well, why did he?
So, a good friend of mine, Corey Kaufman, he does outstanding graphic work. He was, and his announcing work was awesome.
Yeah,
his announcing work was awesome. Bluff City needs Corey Kaufman to come in there and ring announce.
Yep.
Introduce these guys like professional fighters do because it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It really got the crowd hyped up, honestly, for the guys coming into the matches. And so Corey is the president of the DeSoto County Ghostbusters, right? So they do a lot of fundraising. They do a lot. They give out a lot of money to needy people and people in all this stuff. They do such a great job. So they're going to be a part of Crossroads.
Cool.
So every event we have, they are going to try to be at every event that we have. Again, we're going to do raffles for them and help them out too. And in turn, they're helping us out. So it's one of those mutually beneficial relationships. And Corey Kaufman's just a great dude anyway. If you haven't seen, awesome. Corey does a lot of indie films. If you haven't seen the Mario Brothers film that they did, you got to. I'll try to get it posted on Crossroads, but dude, it was great. It was great. But we had a lot of things like that, right? So Stay Puft came out right? And that costume was awesome. That costume was awesome.
You know, it made me. It sent me back to a childhood memory of and I don't know. I don't know if I've said this before on here or not, but whenever I was young and my parents could decide things for me,
Yeah.
they decided that it would be funny one Halloween to dress me up as the Pillsbury Doughboy for the fall festival deal or whatever at
So if
church.
I poke your belly, can you do the little laugh?
I used to,
That's
I used to.
hilarious.
And that's what I thought of. I thought it was the Pillsbury Doughboy.
No,
But
stay puffed, man.
was-
Ghostbusters all the way.
It was Ghostbusters.
It was cool. Daniel Lopez said, I forgot to mention the milkman. Dude, let me tell you something.
Oh yes.
I love the milkman gimmick. I'm sold.
I'm sure it's.
I am sold on the milkman.
I'm sure there's so much left for the milkman to provide.
Oh, there's no question. So much nutrients left. So much to
many-
give. So much to give. He came out there and I didn't know what to expect, right? Yeah, I'll be dang. He got a hell of a response from the crowd. And talking about selling out for your gimmick.
Yeah.
He did it. And it was awesome. It was another good match. And I really was not sure how that was going to go.
That's,
I mean,
that's one
100%
that I
she-
didn't see any of at all.
You hadn't seen it?
So
I'll
I
have
haven't
to show
seen
it to
any
you.
of it all.
I'll show it to you. But it was great. I mean, the response was great. And again, it's one of those things where I've known about this gimmick for a while because I knew he was going to do it. And we've been talking about it.
Right.
He's telling me his ideas for it. And I'm like, okay, I'm not sure how this is going to work. And again, and this lets you know, like, I promote, I book, I do a lot of things. I try to come up with creative stuff, but that doesn't mean you know everything. And you certainly don't know how things are going to react to who's going to respond to what. You never know. Right. So you got to trust people who are into their gimmick. And if they're truly into their gimmick, I tell you what, they can make their gimmick work. That worked. And it was great. And kudos to him for doing that because it was awesome. Good. I loved it.
Good.
I still laughing last night. I was going to bed thinking about the milkman deal when he was coming out. We started dancing like after the match. I'm like, this is like a side of this dude I have never seen before.
And he's been around forever.
Dude, I've known him forever. Forever. And it was great. Man, that was so much fun. You had of course, Savage Brotherhood taking on Vicious Hyde, which this was an all-day thing with those all-day things.
So before you talk about the match,
yeah,
talk about the cornhole tournament that for whatever reason,
dude,
you two, Vicious Hyde, Mick Vicious, and Solomon Hyde, and yourself and Brody Hawk. What did y'all scare away the other teams?
I guess so. So when they announced it, I told Brody, I said, dude, let's go into the cornhole tournament. I think we could do it. And I mentioned it to the promoters. They're like, well, if y'all want to, we'll send you a form. I'm like, yeah, send me a form because I think we might do it. Next thing I know, they're like, hey, they're already promoting it before we even signed up for it. I told Brody, I said, I guess we're about to do it.
Speaking of, lady comes out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is a separate lady than the one that was over the deal. She comes out. She's got the cornhole forms that y'all filled out in her hand.
Yeah.
And she comes out the door. We're all standing around, and she's like, I'm looking for Brody Hawk and Big Daddy Weave.
Big Daddy Weave? What?
Big Daddy Weave. She called you Big Daddy Weave.
Big Daddy Weave?
Yeah, you're Big Daddy Weave.
You're non-reading.
You're Big Daddy Weave from now on.
I wish I had that money.
How do you get the word weave out of storm?
She was. I think she was thinking of the Christian band.
She was.
Big Daddy Weave.
She was.
And she just saw Big Daddy and she assumed Weave was behind it.
She just went right in on Weave.
But that was great.
Wrong
that
person,
gave us
honey.
a laugh. And you
hear about that?
Yeah. You ask old JC.
I'm cool about that. Yeah, he didn't say anything about it either. I like it. That's funny though.
Yeah, Big Daddy Weave.
But
anyway, cornhole.
So then next thing I know, Mick Vicious and Solomon Hyde are signed up. Mick signed Solomon Hyde up for this thing.
Of course.
I'm like, how is this going to work? So I'm like, all right. So they started promoting it. I'm like, cool. We're going to be in this cornhole tournament. Now, I'm not a great cornhole player. but I'm not a bad cornhole player.
You had a couple that went
More
right
than a
into the
couple.
hole.
Alan, give my
Yeah.
props. I was thinking
You
some
did
stuff.
pretty damn good.
Well, I mean, a couple can be interpreted however you want to.
No,
interpret
couple's
it.
2 people. There's no interpretation.
Oh
There's
yeah.
more than
There's
a
no
couple.
identifying. There's a few.
Okay.
A few is more than 2. That's how you remember that.
Well, I can only go to 2.
So it was. But anyway, we're doing that. It's like, okay, we're about to go get serious. I'm ready for this cornhole tournament. I'm ready to throw some cornhole. Let's go. And those 2 idiots are out there, and we're informed that nobody else wanted to sign up.
Scared them all away.
I'm like, you know what? That's on those idiots. Y'all too scared to come out and throw cornhole against us? I get it, because we're cornhole champions. Stay home. Stay home and pitch your cornhole in your backyard or in your bathroom, wherever you do your cornhole. But we are out here throwing some cornhole. Well, that didn't last long. We're dominating. And those 2 morons, the sloth keeps just wandering off, trying to find the rest of the Goonies, wherever he was going to, just wandering out.
They just randomly would turn and start walking away.
And it just became a fight.
Yep.
Literally.
Yeah. Where's the?
It became
hold
a.
on.
It,
See, can you see if this can be?
what do you want me to
Yeah,
do?
there
see
you go,
that
right
spot?
there. Right there. You can
Look
see
at that.
it.
Look at that spot.
On your nose?
Yes. How do I get beat up in y'all's fight?
Yeah. Trying to break it up.
Well, yeah, trying to be
break
a
it up,
good
dude.
citizen and break up a
Hang on
brawl
a
that
sec.
shouldn't be happening.
I think somebody sent me.
Uh-oh.
Hang on. Where's it at? I'm gonna show y'all what happened here. I will show y'all what happened. Let me find this thing. Let me find it.
Jeez.
All right.
First off, if you don't know the rules of cornhole, you have to throw it underhand. Solomon could not figure that out. And really, to be honest, all of you threw it overhand multiple times.
No, we did not. I threw mine at people
Well,
because they were throwing them at me. That's the problem. I was
That's
trying
what
to
you're
play.
saying, right?
I was trying to play cornhole because I'm an athlete.
you're a pro.
Those 2 are idiots. So they wasn't the same thing. I thought it was on there. So somebody sent it to me somewhere. Sorry, I can't show that to you, but you want to see it. I will have the whole cornhole thing. It will be played out. So, yeah. So there was a massive fight at the end. They went sulking off and lost.
You know what the best thing
Savage
about that was?
Brotherhood is a cornhole champion.
The weather. That was the best thing about that. The weather.
Weather was nice.
The
nice.
weather helped. But no, that was.
And then the meet and greet happened. That was a cluster because of those 2 idiots.
So are you saying that you yourself and Brody had nothing to do with how
Dude,
chaotic?
we were walking around meeting people, trying to schmoz everybody into coming in there. The ladies and all their booths like, hey, y'all come on in, watch wrestling. Come on in, come on. The senators and all them, hey, official, come on in, watch wrestling. Which, by the way, those people loved it.
Yeah.
By the way, which was really cool. We got a lot of great feedback for the show. Like, come on, it's gonna be fun. Bye bye. And here comes Midget. Here he comes. Little runt. All right. Little Cookie Monster. Come running up in there. Ooh.
The garden gnome over there and Mick have a little bit in common.
Yeah,
You know
except
what
my
they
garden
do?
gnome is taller. Yeah. My garden gnome's a little taller. And he has a lot better beard. Ain't a lie. My garden gnome beard's better.
At least his is all one color.
Yeah, exactly. So that was trash. And then it was just escalated from there.
I mean, y'all, once the match gets started, you guys go all around the gymnasium at Lewisburg.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
not just on the floor,
Up in the
but
stands.
up in the stands, all the way to the top, into the walls.
They tried to put Brody's head through the wall.
Have you spoken to Brody?
Oh, yeah.
Is he still concussed?
Yes.
You talked to him today?
I talked to him.
So he's still alive.
He's still alive.
Okay.
But I saw that. I start running up those stairs. Let me tell you something. I didn't think I had any energy until I saw that. And I tried to hide through the wall. And those fans were like, oh, and all of a sudden the fight started happening up top. And I'm like, oh, shit. What? But it was wild. And then we double spine Buster Solomon through the ring.
That poor
Almost.
kid. Or monster or
Idiot.
idiot.
Just say idiot, because that's what it is.
Enigma, whatever. Huh? Poor, yeah.
He deserves it.
Can I tell you what the best part of the show was?
I don't know if anybody deserves a double spine buster.
Yes, they
Not
do.
in that ring.
Yes, they do.
He does.
Certain people definitely do.
Well, okay, yeah. He has hurt multiple people.
We raffled off
Including
the
me.
old RCW belt Saturday. Because RCW became Crossroads in a sense.
Mhm.
It was kind of the precursor to that and Redeemed, actually, both. We took a little bit of ideas of both and came up with Crossroads and knew what we wanted it to be. And so we just had the RCW. Notice it's not sitting on my shelf anymore.
Yeah, she gone.
I put him on
So it was like, we've got to get, we need to raffle that off. And if somebody, have a fan.
Yeah.
Have it. We had everybody sign it. So it's signed by everyone. And we did a raffle for it. And we couldn't have asked for that to work out better if we had actually planned it.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all been to the Crossroads page, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's there on the Crossroads page. The kid who won the belt, and his parents were so happy. They messaged me and said he was still talking about that at church. He carried the belt to church the next day and all that
That's
stuff.
awesome.
Was talking about it. So, dude, it was great. I mean, that whole event was good. And you had the main event with Walker and Bullwhip Balor, which was a great match, of course. And
Yep.
at the end of the day, it was a cool event, which is going to lead up into our Hadley show on October 29th. At Hadley's Bar and Grill. I think that is in Covington or Collierville? Whitten Road.
Yeah, Whitten
It's on
Road.
Whitten Road.
It's considered Memphis. It's not close.
It's all Memphis.
Yeah.
They just give them different names. It's all Memphis. It's all just Memphis. But it was still, that's where we're going to be at Hadley's Bar and Grill. Go to the Crossroads page, like and follow that, and be kept updated on that stuff. And we're working on some new dates for other things too. Stay tuned.
Yep.
Just stay tuned. There's a lot of cool things happening. I got a call last night from a buddy of mine who's about to start running some shows again. We will be announcing those two soon. So it'll be fun. After we get back from vacation, a lot of work to be done, but it's going to be cool because there's a lot of opportunity coming up. I'm excited about it.
Good.
APW show has a show coming up.
APW's
Got to
got
talk about.
got a big show this Saturday at the Earl Frank Arena in Marianna, Arkansas. No Limits. APW presents No Limits this Saturday night, September 16th.
15th.
Tickets are $8. Doors open at 6. Bell time is at 7. Address for the Earl Frank Arena is 60 West Mississippi Street, Marianna, Arkansas. Come see APW World Heavyweight Champion Jackson Crowley. His, I don't know what you would call him, his protege, his twin, his sidekick, his freak friend. I don't know. Abel Booker will also be there with him.
Yep.
The newly formed team of Too Legit Daniels and Tommy Too Good will be in action.
Yep.
The APW World Tag Team Champions.
Oh, too small.
Unholy Alliance will also be in action. Kylo Smiley, fan favorite Dobie Doke will be in action. Baldur, the Bloodhound, will be in action. Austin Ratchild, the APW Workhorse Champion, will be in action. Night Train will be there. Fabulous Floyd Flair. I've got to do it. Bay
That's right.
will be there.
That's right.
Also, Mike Reels, Buster Kennedy, of course. Smitty, your best friend.
Piece of trash.
Who?
Smitty.
What's he a piece of trash for?
Why?
Mind. We know.
Oh, okay.
No, what?
Ask me why.
I did ask you why.
You know why?
And then I said, never mind.
Because he always talking about me and I'm always having to whoop his ass.
So when are you going to go take his belt from him at, what is that in Osceola? MCW. I always get them mixed up. I can never remember which
Inbred, you don't want me back.
Oh.
So there you go.
Okay. Nix will be there. CJ the Kid. I mean, it's going to be a big show Saturday night in Marianna.
It will be.
Listen, people, you want to be there early. yes, doors open at 6, but you want to be there early because if you don't, you will not have a seat.
No, you will not.
I'm telling you that with the knowledge that I have been given about how many people have already said they're going to be there and have pretty much committed to it. So
Look,
based off that,
it's going to be a
it's
wild
limited
raucous
seating.
show.
Yes.
And that place is going to be packed out, and you're not going to want to miss it.
And it's packed out every
It
time
is.
that APW runs there.
It is.
They
run a hell of a show.
Yes, for sure. And this Saturday is no different. I mean, it's going to have surprises. People are there. There's more than likely going to be people there that have not been there before.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would imagine.
And so you want to be there early. You want to make sure that you get a seat, because if not, you're going to be standing against the wall and potentially looking in from the outside. Because it's going to be.
It was fun last time we were over there.
I'll tell you the number when we get off. When we get off air, I'll tell you the number about the configuration of what's like, how many people have committed.
That's exciting.
Like, because we've got and let me say this too. Not only is APW is kind of like Crossroads.
Yeah.
Right. As far as like wanting to do stuff and do things for people in the community, because APW, that's how it started, was because of fundraisers and doing benefits for people and stuff like that. So APW has always been that way. APW has always been fan first and wanting to do stuff for the fans. There's a birthday party that's going to be happening Saturday at the show.
Ooh.
So you've got that crowd. I don't know how many people are involved in that birthday party.
Yeah.
But there's a birthday party that's going to be going down at the show.
That's kind of cool.
Saturday.
I like that idea. Actually.
So, and then plus, I think we've got some people from like a special needs home or something that are coming.
Oh, nice.
Too as well, and they've been to shows at the Civic Center.
Yeah.
And also at shows at the dojo.
It's gonna be wall to wall.
I mean, it's going to be wall to wall, and I'm telling you, people, if you don't show up early, if you show up at 6:30 or even 6:15, probably thinking you're going to have a seat, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you may not have a seat.
I'm telling y'all, just listen to them, man.
Have we been to that one?
Yeah.
Is that the one we went to?
Mm-hmm. And it will be loud.
Yep, it will be loud. It's going to be insane. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Like, I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then so after this show Saturday for APW No Limits, 60 West Mississippi Street, Marianna, Arkansas, at the Earl Frank Arena, October 7th is the next show up for APW. And I think that's going to be back at the Earl Frank Arena. So
and October 7th, I'll be in Blytheville. Me and Brody will be.
Oh, Blytheville.
September 23rd, we do have Bluff City Wrestling. That is lines drawn. Well, we're defending our titles that day.
Are they going to be straight lines or are they going to be crooked?
Oh, they're just lines in the sand, buddy.
Oh.
Lines in the sand. So that'll be a big show. Then we'll be at OWO that night down in North Pontotoc. Which that's going to be a big show.
Oh, yeah.
October 7th, I said, that's in Blytheville. Then September 30th is going to be in Osceola. Benefit show, big benefit show.
Yeah, for Miss Vicky.
That's right. So
fantastic woman. Yeah. Fantastic lady. Like,
it's just Vicky.
Love
She's
Miss
been
Vicky.
on the Memphis scene forever. So, and just a wonderful human. So, has been battling cancer and has been in remission. Is just a trooper and a fighter. So,
it's always in good spirits.
Oh yeah. So that's going to be fun. That's definitely well worth the drive of going over there. So there's I don't want to hear that there's nothing to do. There's a lot of wrestling action going on. October 14th will be back in Pontotoc, I think, on October 14th. Yeah, for OWO. So there's that one at the Armory.
I thought you said ovary. I was like, what?
No.
No.
On the ovary. What?
No, not on the ovary. For sure not.
God, what are we doing here?
We don't put that out in the universe at all. So yeah, it's a bunch of things. It'll be a lot of cool stuff. So there's a lot of wrestling out there.
A lot of wrestling.
Starts this weekend. Go see it.
Yeah, for sure.
Support your local indie companies, man.
No doubt.
There's a lot to go do.
Look, and I was having this conversation today with someone, and we were talking about things in the community that just the kids and even adults sometimes have really messed up and ruined for towns. And we were talking about one specific town and how it used to be, like it used to flourish, like it used to be a good town, a good place to be. And because of what's come in, and Sammy says, I'm on bottom card booking tonight.
I am now part of the show. Are you part of the show, dude? You're telling me a good story. What are you doing?
But like how just bad actions of just ignorant people have ruined good things for communities.
Well, they do.
Like wrestling in these communities are bringing, especially I know with APW off, just with APW and OWO from firsthand experience, bringing communities together and people from all different backgrounds. And that's the cool thing about wrestling, is it brings people from different backgrounds and from different nationalities, religions, whatever you want to look at. Like, it brings people together. Doesn't matter, because everybody's there for the same thing. And that's the cool thing about it. And so, I mean, Saturday night in Mariana for APW No Limits is going to be no different. Once again, tickets $8 at the door. Bell time is doors open at 6. Bell time is at 7.
That's right.
Be there early. That's your last and final warning.
That's it.
If you're not,
that's on you.
Sorry.
Can't say you hadn't been told.
Yeah, because you were told multiple times, because I like to repeat myself.
I love doing the fundraiser stuff and all these, helping these schools. And we had like I said, we had nice talks up there with them. And wrestling can build a lot of bridges.
Mm-hmm.
They can mend a lot of fences, and it can bring a lot of people together. But it's been getting past that stigma that wrestling has had for so long, and people are starting to see it. Went to the gym today. People from down here come up there to Lewisburg.
Cool.
To the show. We walked in. He said, "Man, we loved that Saturday." He brought his grandkids up there.
Heck yeah.
They loved it. One of them didn't want to go, but he went anyway. Convinced him to go anyway. Loved it.
Awesome.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
That's what you want.
You get people in there and like, man, that was so much fun. That was so cool. And that's what we were told repeatedly the other day, and from other vendors who just love what we did, marching up and down the hallway and stuff. I mean, I cannot tell you the amount of freaking cookies we got. What's in it? Go get me a cookie. Will you do that, please?
Hey, you want?
I did not mean that. That did not come up like I wanted to sound.
Go get a cookie.
Go get a cookie, lady.
Hey, I want a cookie. Can I get a cookie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Ooh.
All of them are good. Let me just tell you.
Okay, I'm just gonna say yes, and then let you
that's the
surprise
right
me.
answer. That's the right answer.
Because I like sweets. I shouldn't.
Because yeah.
Okay, so it's
Which one was the one you gave me Saturday night whenever we were doing After Dark?
oh, it's not on here. It's Connie's cookies.
Oh, that's
All right,
that caramel one.
Yep.
Dude, let me
Oof.
tell you. These cookies right here. This is salted caramel. We're gonna open up this salted caramel from Connie's Cookies.
You eating that one? Do I need to get him another?
Why would you go bring me one? You just gonna bring him one?
Oh, I thought we were having separate
Baby.
cookies.
Oh, my.
You see how big of a fella I am?
Smalls, your paw, not smalls.
Let me
Sammy,
tell
your
ya.
paws are in my way, dude. My feet
So
are big.
all the stuff that we did. I mean, when you're promoting a wrestling show, we were old school Saturday at this event.
Yeah.
At the Patriot Fest. We were all over the
I
place
guess I'll eat one.
selling out and all the stuff that we were doing.
Hey, it's got the number on it.
And we were visiting with a lot of these vendors, talking to them, and they loved what we did. Oh my God, that's so
I'm
good.
gonna eat some more of them.
These are so good. Connie's cookies are great.
You'll have to get his wife because they don't open very easily.
We had
Shoot.
we're gonna put a video up later for you Harry Potter fans. That is sorting hat cookies. You break it open, it tells you what house you're in.
Huh.
So we got Ari one. She got sorted in the Gryffindor.
Is that where it was?
Yeah. So it was cool. It was fun. The vendors were all awesome. But I know there's a bunch of those.
Good.
It is. There were a bunch of those people up there, like normies. I call them normies, who never experienced the wild side of what we do, like with wrestling. Who were just like, "What in the hell is going on here? What is all this about?" And they had a good time with it. And that was cool. BDS, you're everywhere. Dude, I try to be. Because I'm like that shooting star, right? You burn bright for a second and then you're gone. So before I totally fade away here in the next little while, I'm trying to burn as bright as I can.
Isn't that a Nickelback song? Fade Away? No, who was that? Kelly Clarkson?
What
was that?
Oh,
I don't know. I thought there was a song called Fade Away.
when I hear fade away, I'm all about Highlander.
About what?
Highlander. That's what Kurgan said. Connor McLeod.
Kurgan, was that Star Trek?
No, dude, it's Con.
I don't know, man.
The hell? Oh,
Wait,
Kurgan,
who's
dude.
Khan? Khan is Star Trek?
Con Noonien Singh, yeah. Star
Oh.
Trek. Yeah, but Kurgan was the villain in Highlander.
Give it an A+.
Listen up.
My grading isn't on the scale.
We got something to say. It's better to burn out than to fade away.
Oh, is that what was said?
That's what it is.
Oh.
That's what the quote is.
Oh.
Answer true
That was
quote.
before my time.
I always thought about it. See, that's why you need to educate yourself on classic movies because they're better than what current movies are. That's all. All right, guys. We're out of here.
Already?
Appreciate all of you tuning in. Yeah. 6:30, baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Raw starts at 7, and everybody be tuning in to watch on that anyway. So we know when it's our time to hit the bricks.
Mm-hmm.
We don't overstay our welcome.
Yep.
We run a tight show.
Tight.
That's what we do.
Tight knit.
All right, guys.
Don't forget, APW No Limits this Saturday night, September 16th, Earl Frank Arena, 60 West Mississippi Street, Marianna, Arkansas. Doors open at 6. Bell time is at 7. Tickets are $8.
That's right.
Get there early.
You know what I just
Do not be
noticed?
late. What?
I'm upset. Good show.
Oh, God. I shouldn't have known it was going to be
Look
something
at
about
that.
you.
Yes, of course.
God.
Did you listen to anything I said about egos?
I was thinking about this cookie, dude.